Track is being cleared here after a time attack session, or excuse me, HPDE session that's been going on. So we have some safety trucks rolling around, potentially just checking the track for hazards before we turn them loose for GLTC race number 4 of the weekend. Again, 15 minutes on the board. A couple of our races has been cut short. So how does that adjust your strategy, Finian? If you're Eric Coutil or you're Aaron Lichty, you're sitting second, third, fourth. When you come around for the the white flag, you see it a couple minutes early. How do you react? How hard do you push those final couple moments?
Sorry, say that again?
Yeah, got talking in here. So I'm asking you, when the white flag comes out early, how do you react when you see that white flag come out a couple minutes early because of on-track action?
You put your pedal to the floor and you step on it. Because, yeah, again, the way it is, especially if there's a car off the track, I mean, you can kind of anticipate it, but obviously, you're focused on racing, so you're not really paying attention to someone that's off to the side. But, yeah, again, if you see the white flag, pretty much you need to get it in motion. Obviously, if you're planning on setting up for the pass and last up, or planning on setting up something down the line, you need to change your plan and get going with it, because obviously you don't want to be caught out by that and then stuck behind several cars.
Also sitting in third, that's Tony Fuentes in that BMW, and he won race number 1. I don't think he had the quickest car in the first race, but he outlasted everybody, outdrove them to a victory by a huge margin. And there was battles going on behind, so we didn't cover it a whole lot, Finian, but that car is fast. It's been in the running all weekend long. He's been up here as much as these other guys have been. So I think that BMW is going to get at least a third place in race 4. I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Yeah, and he has been really fast all weekend long too. Quite a few drivers surprised. So we'll see what he's able to do. He was obviously fighting with Manicherry for quite a while. Yeah, and again, going to continue that battle. So some great action, some great cars up in the front. Truly the best of the best rising to the top here in the final race for GLTC at Atlanta. And
we had the Toyota GR Supra that was pacing our field for the first 3 races. It just had a little bit of an oopsie moment down here in turn 10A during HPDE, and it looks like we got a replacement pace car this time, or they're probably digging gravel out of the side skirts. So coming back around, again, they're going to double up, re-rack, and restack for race number 4 of GLTC, the final race of the weekend here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Of course, my name's Kyle Heyer alongside Finian DeCuna, and this has been your first experience calling wheel-to-wheel racing in the real world. We typically come from the iRacing side of things. How's it been so far?
It's been fantastic so far this weekend, and we've been blessed you with some great racing. This hasn't been boring at all. At least I don't think it is in my eyes. It's been amazing racing that we've seen. Has been action-packed for nearly all 15 or so minutes for each of the races.
Yeah, as they come down the hill here, you're going to see a lot of Falcon tire rubber in the braking zone for turn 10. The drift cars have been out having a blast all weekend. Of course, we talked with Von Gittin Jr. yesterday as well at the end of race number 3, so you've got to go back and watch that quick interview. He's been driving Mustangs all weekend, but the drift cars have been out. They've laid down a lot of rubber through the turn 10 area. We also saw a Corvette go off in HPDE earlier in the day. Actually, I think it was a time attack session. They went off down here in turn 10. So this has been the trouble spot. It's got marbles on it. It's got dirt and gravel on it. So this is a very challenging corner when it's dry and got enough grip, but it might not be that way for race 4. And this is your primary passing opportunity, so you got to be careful, but also be on the attack.
Yeah, you can see there Eric Coutil on board. Keep an eye on him as he has to cut through some drivers to get back into the front where we probably expect him to be, but through the final few corners, getting ready for the final race here, race number 4.
A field about 30 cars strong. You see that big bus-looking thing? That's the 2017 Odyssey driven by Carl Hurdle and a whole host of cars behind him. Pace car pulls off. They're going to head down the hill. 15 minutes on the board for GLTC race 4 here at Michelin Road Atlanta.
Getting ready as they come through the final corner. Flagman's got the flag in hand. Waiting for it. Green flag here for race number 4.
Already on the start, Tony Fuentes to the inside, going to take them 3 wide towards turn 1. Tuttle on the outside, a great start for him, but Drennan slips on the start, doesn't get up through the gears properly. Look at Manicherry on the outside, Alessandrini following.
Yeah, Drennan all the way back from 1st to 6th on one straightaway before they even got to turn 1. Now waiting as they come through turn 3 for the first time. Who is going to come out in front? It's going to be Tuttle.
Whoa!
Drennan back in 3rd.
Nose to tail, Manicherry and Coutil side by side as they head down the S's. Door to door, it's Coutil and Manicherry.
Yeah, Coutil trying to break through, get up to the front through, starting to break away just a little bit. Coutil going to get the spot. Drennan slamming the door shut in front of Alessandrini.
In the background, you see Reppert. That's that red number 8 car. He's right in front of Aaron Lichty in that K-Swap Miata. Coutil sits 4th right now, but the top 3 nose to tail. It's Tuttle that's got the top spot right now.
Yeah, and then here you see Drennan getting a nice drive off Fuentes. There he goes to the inside in turn 6. Can't get it done. He's going to go back to defend from Coutil in behind.
Yeah, he took a look to the inside of Fuentes. Couldn't get it done. They're all stacked up behind the BMW into turn 7. Coutil up the inside. Oh, contact there. Maybe there's a little bit of a rub there, and Coutil backs off the throttle and gives the spot back.
Yeah, that's a problem for Coutil. He got a bad run off the corner, and you can see him falling to the clutches the driver in behind him. That's Manisheri getting a run.
Down the back straight with 1, 2, 3. It's Tuttle, it's Fuentes, and it's Drennan, nose to tail. Then it's Coutil following as we head into turn 10 for the first time.
And here they come down into turn 10, deep on the brakes. I see Alessandrini trying to make a pass. Can't get it done. They're going to get single file.
On board with Eric Coutil through turn 10. He's moved up one spot into fourth. Battles behind them as well. There's the TL. That's driven by Gordon Makalevich. He's running inside the top 10 right now. Emil Tab is also there as well as they climb the hill and complete lap number 1.
Yeah, lap number 1 complete. Tuttle in the lead. It's exactly what he needs to try to win the entire event. See, Fuentes going to defend. There's Drennan to the inside. Hard to the brakes in turn 1.
Drennan slides up the inside of Fuentes. An aggressive move to take over second place. We'll see as he comes to turn 3 if he's been able to complete the pass. It's a hornet's nest for the top spot. Tuttle still leads, but into turn 3, door to door. Here comes Coutil up the inside for second.
And Coutil did the exact same thing he did earlier and jumps the curbs. And is going to be up into second place, chasing down Tuttle for the lead.
This is dangerous. Have Coutil this close to the front with Tuttle right there as well. Drennan sits third. That's the BMW right behind, driven by Fuentes. A struggle there through turn 1 for the BMW.
And excellent driving here. Can Coutil get the lead here, or will he be held up by Tuttle?
1, 2, 3 down the back straightaway. All nice and orderly line astern right now through 6 and 7, setting themselves up for the back straight where this Corvette has incredible torque. That's where it's been beating everybody this weekend. It just shoots out in a straight line. The regulations in this series allow that these cars can be pretty different in terms of their horsepowers and their weights, but they all have to shoot for 12.5 pounds per horsepower. But Coutil gets a spectacular run on the back straight, side by side for the lead.
Yeah, they're going to be side by side. Coutil with a run down, although he's going to be kind of at a disadvantage. He's going to be in the outside heading down to turn 10, so he has to make the pass before the corner. There he is. He's just barely clear, but Tuttle's starting to get him back on him.
I don't know. Tuttle's got a lot of straight line power down into turn 10. He'll be on driver's left into turn 10. He's going to take a big chunk of curb here on the left. Yes, he will. Coutil on the inside for turn 10B. He'll take the lead back. Here comes Drennan in for second. A great battle for P2.
Yeah, Drennan now taking advantage of Tuttle's mistake. Now here comes Drennan, and also he's followed behind by, I believe, that is Manisheri.
The Manacheri is in here as well in that Miata, and that's Lichty in that orange splittered Miata, and the Manacheri's right behind him. The two Miatas line astern as they go into turn 1, and looks like Drennan was on the attack, but he slipped back into the clutches of Manacheri now.
Here they come through the S's yet again, so it's Coutil and then Lichty trying to get ahead, so Lichty actually now in second place. Now we really get to see what we were waiting for almost all weekend long. Coutil versus Lichty. Can Lichty catch back up to Coutil?
Yeah, these cars have been pretty even all weekend long. So for the lead, Coutil has a bit of a lead for a moment, but that second through 5th battle, I mean, make it second through 10th rather. There's a lot of cars involved in this. Gordon Makalevich at the back of that shot as well. Mike Taylor, Emil Tab, all in that fight for the top 10 positions.
Yeah, and guys heading towards down to turn number 6. You see a big battle, as you're saying, merging in behind. Fuentes stuck behind Manisheri. He's trying to get on by.
Ooh, you see that Lichty machine gain a lot on the brakes on Coutil in turn number 7. Now setting up for the long back straightaway. 3rd through 7th, tight together as the leader tries to break away.
Yeah, Coutil starting to break away. Lichty kind of joining him. He looks like he's actually catching him. I wouldn't be too surprised if Lichty has a faster lap this time through.
Yeah, actually Lichty has the fastest lap of the weekend that we've seen in GLTC, a 136.6 in race number 2.
Yeah, and he's going to have a little bit of tow as well. I think getting run on Coutil.
3 wide behind him for a second, and that's let Manacheri move his way into 3rd. Drennan on the inside, Tuttle on the outside.
Yeah, Drennan's going to get the spot just ahead of Tuttle, so Tuttle back from 1st to 5th after the start.
And I also see that is Tony Fuentes in the BMW. He was taking a look coming down into turn 12. We'll see if he can rebound after having an off lap there a minute ago. To the inside. He's to the inside there. Yes, he is. He's going to have a run. But someone else to the inside of him in an S2000, I believe. That might take it. Oh, it's Kaylee in the 161. Thank you. The silver S2000.
Yeah, so he's making a move to the inside, and last lap through, Lichty was faster by 1/10 of a second over Coutil.
We're going to have ourselves a fight, everyone. 10 minutes left in GLTC race number 4. The heavy hitters of the weekend leading the way. Lichty chasing down Coutil, reeling him in with the toe strap.
Yeah, he's catching him by a lot, so he's definitely catching up to him, and is going to be a factor. See Manisheri, then Drennan, Tuttle.
Todd Cayley is flying through the field. He just made it by Tuttle as well coming down the hill. He is on the move, so don't count out that 161 driven by Todd Cayley.
Yeah, Cayley going to be able to move up a few spots, but definitely the leaders have checked out from the rest of it, 1st and 2nd. They're, again, in their own battle, similar to what we saw in the last race.
Absolutely. So the front 2 have definitely broken away, but there's still a big hornet's nest of cars in about 3rd through 7th spot. But the straightaway on the back here, Coutil leads, Lichty trying to chase him down. These guys have immense respect for each other. They love racing each other. They're so friendly in the pits, but the right front fender flapping on Lichty's car. We saw this in race 1. It didn't seem to hurt him, but we'll keep an eye on it for the rest of the race.
Yeah, look at the draft and the run that he's getting on Coutil. He's tucked up all the way behind him. Now, if you're Lichty, you're caught up to first place. Do you want to sit in behind him or do you want to make the pass?
Cayley down the inside of Tuttle in turn 10. That 161 S2000's flying. Fuentes follows him through. A spectacular move by the driver of the number 111. Out of turn 10B. Fuentes, race 1 winner, moves up a spot.
Yeah, he moves up a spot. There's Alessandrini, Tuttle, and Repper. They're fighting for the next spot in behind.
Yeah, Alessandrini was able to take advantage of that as well. So Tuttle drops a bunch of spots here. He was second in points heading into race 4. I don't think he's going to be there now as he's himself sliding back so far. But for the lead, we're keeping an eye on those two guys because we know they're going to fight before this race is over.
Yeah, we're about halfway through this race, or at least approaching halfway through this race, and I'm just trying to check. So last lap through, Lichty ran a little bit faster, 137.1 to Coutil's 137.2.
These cars are so evenly matched. A K-swapped Miata chasing a 92 Civic SI. This is just spectacular. We have, of course, BMWs, we have Civics, we have Corvettes, we have a Volvo 144 in the field as well, and a Honda Odyssey. Great car diversity here, but those two leaders in very different machines chasing each other down.
Yeah, and I'm just curious now if Lichty's going to try to sit on this or if he's going to try to get past Coutil, because he can obviously try to make the pass, but I don't think he's fast enough to break away from Coutil, and they could just be constantly going back and forth, and maybe Manicherry can get back.
Yeah, Manicherry's running pretty quick laps, 137.6 for him last time through. Not quick enough to stay with these two leaders, but Lichty has the draft down the straightaway, takes a look to the left side, heading towards turn 10. Who's going to get there first?
Yeah, and he's going to have the better line through the corner, too, so Coutil's got to come up with something here as they're going to be side by side.
Into the braking zone. Look at Aaron Lichty to the inside of Coutil. He takes the spot away into turn 10. Does Coutil respond in any way, shape, or form? We only have about 7 minutes left.
Oh, he tries to get the run off. Coutil got the better run off the corner there, side by side through 10 and through 11 and 12.
Wheel to wheel, door to door, down through turn 12. Coutil takes it back for the top spot. It's spectacular racing up front. Lichty falls in behind again.
Fantastic move there by Coutil. Thought he would have been had there, but Lichty wasn't able to get the nice run off of 10B.
Okay, now they have to set themselves back up. You see Todd Cayley, he's moved his way into 4th place. Where did that car come from? He's up 6 spots from 10th to 4th. He's flying right now in that 161, but the leaders nose to tail through the S's again.
Here they come on through. So Lichty's got to set that pass back up. I think you can definitely get him on the straightaway. You saw him actually make the pass before they even got to turn 10. But he just didn't get the run off, so he's going to have to come up with something to try to beat Coutil, because Coutil definitely fast off the corners.
A front-wheel drive Civic Si and a rear-wheel drive K-Swap Miata, the two very different philosophies on how to go fast, battling door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Into turn 6 now. Manicherry sitting in behind. If these two start fighting, Manicherry and even Todd Cayley could get up in this fight. So keep an eye on these front two if they slow each other down.
Yeah, again, all about the run off the corner, and Lichty's got a nice run. You can see him gaining on him already as they head to the bridge.
Yeah, this K-Swap motor in this Miata just gives it a huge advantage on the straightaway. He's going to draft up right behind Coutil, and he'll probably take a look to driver's left. He wanted driver's right. That's where you want to be setting up for turn 10, so you have the better run through turn 10B, but side by side for the lead again. Lichty to the inside.
And you can see him trying to cut off Coutil before they get into the braking zone, and he'll do exactly that. Hard on the brakes. Coutil
deep on the brakes to the inside in turn 10A. Swings back left. Side by side through the chicane.
And they're still side by side. Lichty's got the nice run off. He's going to get the lead this time through 11 and 12.
The juggernauts of GLTC battling with only a couple minutes left at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Down the hill this time, Lichty leads.
Great pass there. So Lichty's now ahead. Now let's see what Coutil can do in behind him.
That last time by, it looked like Manicherry was actually the second quickest car up towards the front of the field. Todd Cayley ran quicker than 3 of the cars in front of him. That S2000 is coming and coming fast.
Yeah, Cayley just set his personal best at a 137.7.
Whoa, mistake! No, Lichty offline to the inside. He's got a problem. Lichty's slow, going down the S's.
And that's going to take him out of it. So Lichty with a problem, and he's going to have to potentially retire here. Yeah, you see him pulling off to the track.
Yeah, fuel pump issues have been plaguing that Miata all weekend long. And just as he took the lead away from Coutil, he pulls off at the bottom of the S's. Heartbreak again for Lichty.
Yeah, and he's just trying to find a safe place to pull it off here. Or no?
No, it looks like he might have gotten it running again. Again, it's been a fuel pump issue. It's electrical, so he might have been able to cycle things around. So meanwhile, Coutil now is going to have a pretty large lead over Rob Manicherry. My question is, without Lichty pacing him, can Manicherry chase down Coutil?
It's gonna be kind of tough because I think Manischewri is kind of hoping that Coutillo got up in the battle. Let's see. We'll check their lap times, I guess, this time through to try to get a comparison. And how about Kaylee coming through in third place?
Kaylee was a full half-second quicker than Coutillo last time by, so don't count out that S2000 right now. Last time by, Kaylee was back about 7 seconds back from P1. That's a tall hill to climb, but it's not impossible here. We've seen so many drivers up front have issues. We have about 3 minutes left to go, but with the car off, we may see a white flag early.
And here they come out of turn 12, and no, we're going to go at least 2 more laps.
Coutillo leads the way. Rob Manischewri second in line now. He ran 3/10 quicker than Coutillo, then Todd Cayley, Julian Drennan, Tony Fuentes, CJ Alessandrini, Tuttle, and looks like, Fuentes to the inside, took a look at Drennan up into turn 1.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get it done yet. Here comes Coutillo into some lap traffic here. Let's see if he can get on by. That's his hard place to make a pass.
Now, will this lap car slow him up? This is a bad place for the leader to catch lap traffic. It's going to slow him down a lot. He lost a ton of time here. Manischewri's going to close the gap.
Yeah, and looking at the lap times, Eric Coutillo ran a 138.5, Manischewri 138.2. So Manischewri's faster by 0.3 of a second. That's not enough unless Coutillo has some problems or makes a mistake.
Yeah, Fuentes and Drennan were absolutely dogfighting through the S's as well. You saw that in the background. They were going at it down the bottom of the hill. Don't know if they've switched positions yet, but out of turn 6 and 7, there's some lap cars up the road. There's that Volvo 144 that's driven by, I believe, Zach Grant, working his way down the back straightaway.
Yeah, there you see Coutillo emerge over the hill. Again, I don't think those lap cars will be able to be a factor unless we go two more laps. Then it might have a problem.
Whoa! A car off!
Oh.
Lap car down in turn number 10. He's off the racetrack into the gravel trap. And the leaders are coming on through now. Here comes Coutillo. Right through the middle of the accident zone. Manischewri tries to close. 2 cars off. And Fuentes down the inside of Drennan in turn 10 as well. They continue their battles. We should see the white flag this time by.
And there you see flag in the air, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Coutillo's going to lead them down. Manischewri in second, Cayley in third.
Manischewri was a full second quicker last time by. It's not out of the question yet. Look at Fuentes and Drennan side by side heading towards turn 1.
And Alessandrini sitting in behind. I'm not sure what he should do because he's definitely not going to make it 3 wide. At least through those corners.
The leader still has about a second lead over second place, but the battle for 4th is very intense with Fuentes and Drennan at the top of the hill entering turn 3.
Oh, Manischewri's catching. If he had 1 more lap, he maybe could add some. There's a lap car in picture there. I don't know if it's going to be a factor or not.
Todd Cayley sitting in behind if something happens to these leaders. Through turn 5, Coutillo up and over the exit curb, trying to run away from Rob Manischewri. Last race winner.
Oh, Manischewri is definitely catching him at a pretty significant rate. If he can get a nice run through 6 and 7 by half something, here comes the lap car in picture. Coutillo's got to get past him or unless he's going to get stuck by him.
Yeah, track is clear down here in turn number 10, so we're racing all the way to the checkered flag. Coutillo slowed up by the lap car. Here comes Manischewri. Coutillo's a little slow off of turn 7. Could be a drag race down the back straightaway. 1 more time down the back straight towards turn 10.
Not sure what's wrong with Coutillo, but Manischewri's going to blow on by him.
We're going to be 3 wide with a lap car on the back straight heading to turn 10, side by side. Manischewri on the outside, Coutillo on the inside. Who is going to get back to the checkers first?
Coutillo's going to have to try to get a shot off of Manischewri, but it just looks like he's not able to keep up with him.
Something is up with that Coutillo machine, that 82 car, a little bit slow. Manischewri was able to complete the pass, comes through turn 10A and 10B. And Todd Cayley even closing on Coutillo, so something amiss with that 82.
And here they come through turn 11 through turn 12. White flag's going to exchange for the checkered, and Manischewri is going to win race number 4.
Rob Manischewri, last lap pass. Meanwhile, for 4th and place behind him, Fuentes, Drennan, and Alessandrini were locked in a dogfight. Here they come. Fuentes is going to take 4th. Drennan in 5th. Alessandrini sits 6th, and Chris Tuttle right behind in 7th. Wow. So drama again up front as the rest of the field comes on through. What happened to Eric Coutillo?
I was looking at his shifter, and it was going from side to side. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think his shifter
it shouldn't
should
go
be doing that.
side to side in gear.
Yeah. So it was just going from left to right. So he might have been stuck in gear, and he wasn't able to get up to speed. That's why we're seeing him probably slowing off the pace.
Yeah. So a mistake for Coutillo or something amiss with that car. But another incredible race here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta for GLTC race number 4, and Rob Manischewri winning race 4. What a drive by that driver in that Miata.
If I'm not mistaken, that should pretty much give him the event there. after getting 2 wins and some really solid finishes to complement it. Has done a fantastic job, and that shows right there, never give up. Even though it looks like even though it didn't look like he was going to win, Coutil with some problems last minute, or allowed Manicherry to catch back up to him and make the pass before the final few corners.
The race isn't over until the checkered flag flies. And for Rob Manicherry, he fought. I mean, Lichty and Coutil looked like they had this thing on lockdown about halfway through. And, you know, Manicherry could have saved his stuff and sat back and just watched, but he didn't. He drove incredibly hard, and he was able to get to Coutil. And that mistake, Coutil only ran a 1:42 that last lap. That's really not that far off the pace. So had Manicherry not been close enough, he wouldn't have won that race.
Yeah, look at those guys kind of doing a 3-wide salute as they come through the final few corners and pull into the pits. But, yeah, just in general, great 4 races here for GLTC.
My name is Kyle Heyer, and this is Finian DeCuna. We are from Sim TV, which is a sim racing broadcasting group, and that's how we found Grid Life, and we're so privileged to be out here. But if you want to watch more action with Grid Life after the season is over, you can find the Grid Life iRacers League on our channel Sim TV. You also see exclusive interviews only there with some of the GLTC drivers in the coming weeks. That's going to be it for us here this week. Thanks so much, and we'll see you at the next GLTC event, hopefully. Have a good night.